Hey, you guys, welcome to the Goddess Playbook. Hey, I'm cooking again, and I completely forgot. Look, I cook for myself a lot, and y'all know I live by myself, and yeah, so you're cooking for yourself, and you're just gonna like throw something in. But I thought, you know what, this is a really healthy, low carb, delicious, like dinner, snack, whatever you want to call it, and I thought I would share it with you. So these are chicken wings, and yes, I'm almost like all the way through the process. But it occurred to me to pick up my iPhone and film this. So here's what I did. Get some chicken wings. Y'all know chicken wings, buffalo wings, whatever. They're really cheap. If you see any fat on them, you generally won't, but like trim the fat off of them if you can see it. Here's what I do. If you want really healthy, low carb chicken wings, get some chicken wings. Put them in a dish like this and like put some paper towels under them and over them. Stick them in the refrigerator for like a day. They're going to dry out and kind of, they'll just dry out, like all the moisture will wick out. And that's what you want because we're going to put them in the oven. Yeah, these are oven baked. They're not deep fried. So we're going to save all those fat and calories. So once they are dry after a day, put them in this pan. You're going to get some baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. You don't need much. What you're going to do is put, depending on the amount of chicken wings, I just like sprinkled mine on there. Get you some baking powder. I put salt and pepper and a little bit of granulated garlic. You do not have to do that. What the baking powder is going to do is continue to help dry the skin out. No, it does not change the flavor. No, you cannot taste it. So what we're going to do is, always wash your hands, of course. What we're going to do is just kind of toss these around with the baking powder. Okay. You do not want them, you don't want coating like this. You just want to like lightly toss them. Okay. You don't want big chunks of baking powder. So if you have that, keep tossing them for a little bit. And then you can also stick these back in the fridge and the baking powder will kind of soak up. You just don't want them like dry and crusty. Okay. That's not a pleasant thing. So when they look, like this is good right here. There's not a lot of that on there. Yes, and I have it under my nails, but they were clean. They were clean before I touched chicken. So once you have them like this, and these are dry, I'm going to show you what the next step is. Again, these are going in the oven. So you're going to want to put your oven on 375. Make sure it is at 375 before you put your chicken in. You're going to get a baking sheet and put some foil on it. If you have a baking grid, go ahead and use that because any fat that drips out of these, it will like drip away. If you don't have a baking grid or a rack, just put a sheet of tin foil down and spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. Okay, you don't want to douse it, just spray it. Let me wash my hands and I'll come back in a little bit and we'll do the next part. Okay, y'all, and I have to correct myself. It is 275, not 375. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to cook these low and slow. That is going to help the skin get really, really crispy and kind of give you the flavor of like deep fried chicken wings. I have made these a number of times. I have made them for someone who is an incredibly picky eater, who is really picky about texture, and she loved these. So pop these in the oven at 275. I'm so sorry, you guys. My phone rang. Pop these in the oven at 275. You're going to go 25 minutes. Okay, when 25 minutes has passed, you're going to raise your oven temp all the way up to 450 and let them go another 15 to 20. You're going to have to eyeball it as far as when they're done because it does depend on what kind of pan you're cooking them on, but you'll be able to see. I will show you what they look like when they come out. All right, they're out of the oven. Do you hear them popping and crackling? These are some hot bitches right here. Yes! So, as you can see, well, you can't, but these are really, they're crispy. So I'm going to wait for probably 5 minutes and let these just slightly cool. And then I'm going to throw them in a bowl, a clean one. I'm going to use the same bowl that they were in, but I've washed it and scalded it because, hello, raw chicken. You can make your own buffalo sauce. You can eat these just like they are. If you wanted to spice them up or season them, you can make a dipping sauce. It doesn't matter. But if you want to do like a really easy buffalo wing that is still very carb friendly, diet friendly, y'all, this is a pre-made one. This is Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. I love this stuff. And as you can see, y'all, a tablespoon only has 20 calories and 1 carb. Now, you're going to need several tablespoons if you like your wings like I like them. I like them a little juicy. But but you want to toss this basically while the wings are still hot so that the sauce will kind of adhere. So I'll let these cool down and then I'll come back and do one more clip. Buffalo wing sauce, if you make it at home, it's technically just, you know, butter and hot sauce and whatever else you want to put in it. I don't like to use butter, so I get the pre-made sauce. Now, this has things in it that some of you guys may not want to eat. It's got soybean oil. There are things, xanthan gum, you know, there are things in here that are hard to pronounce. So this is not clean eating. It has, and it does contain soy if you have a soy allergy. So I'm just saying this is an option if you can eat these things or don't mind eating them, you know, or make your own, okay? I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, here we are, our delicious, crispy, oven-baked buffalo wings. As you can see, I tossed mine in quite a bit of sauce because, again, I like mine real saucy. You can put as little or as much sauce as you want. Again, if you're going to use a pre-made sauce, pay attention to the sodium, pay attention to the carbs. They're not all created the same. Some of them have sugar in them, and if you're watching carbs or if you're sugar sensitive, just be mindful. I'll have to look up the nutrition information. I just know that, like, I think a chicken wing, like one chicken wing has a carb in it. It's like one carb and then maybe a carb's worth of, you know, worth of sauce on them. I'm not really on the Atkins diet or trying to do no carb, low carb. I do stay mindful of how many carbs I eat for dinner. I try not to eat very many carbs before I go to bed. And again, I don't like track anything or anything, but I just wanted to share this with you. This is a really cheap, easy meal. You can make this at home. It's a great appetizer and it's all protein. So yummy, yummy, yummy. And I'm going to stuff my face. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.